Hello everybody, this is Tucker Miller here again, and tonight, like I said, for my next segment of my Disney VHS collection, I'm going to show you guys my entire Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection VHS collection, which I have all 25 titles, and I was originally going to do this video back in late September, but I just never got around doing it. But now here I am doing it now. And nothing has changed since the last time I did this last year back in 2024. And yeah, not really much has changed since, but I'll do this video anyway. So yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and not waste too much time. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first up we got is the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS of Toy Story. It says Special Edition. And yep. And this almost, yeah, I got this tape tape for Christmas back in 2017. So I had this tape for almost 8 years now. Yeah, I had this tape for almost 8 years now. So, yep, and this almost uses the same cover art as the original 1996 VHS, which you know I have. But yeah, Toy Story, I love this movie. My favorite animated film and my favorite Pixar film of all time. And happy 30th anniversary to this film. It was great seeing it on the big screen. Yeah, I saw the 30th anniversary re-release in theaters with my brother, and we had such a great time. So yep, you can see here, yep, here's the spine, you can see Buzz Lightyear. And here's the back. It says, "A wonder to behold," said people. And also, yeah, Toy Story, great movie, and I cannot wait for Toy Story 5. Yes, I am looking forward for Toy Story 5. So, which is coming out in on June 19th, 2026. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. So let me show you the tape now. Yep, tape, Inkwebo. Print date is December 17th, 1999. So yeah, early printing. But this is a 2000 VHS. I will make some of the previews on this tape. There's previews for the home video and DVD release of Tarzan, and followed by a preview for, I believe there's a preview for The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, Winnie the Pooh singing the song with Tigger, and a preview for Buzz Lightyear of Stark and Then the Adventure Begins. And there are a few other, and also a preview for an extremely goofy movie. And then also before the movie, it has the short film Tin Toy. And then the THX logo, Doesn't Creep Me Out. And then after the movie is over, it has the music video, You Got a Friend in Me, and the making of. So yeah. So anyway, so there you go with Toy Story. Now next up we got is the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS of Mulan. And yep, I got this for Christmas I got this tape for Christmas in 2018. So I had this tape for almost 7 years now. So yep. So yep, and Mulan is a great movie. I really enjoyed Mulan a lot. So yeah, and this cover art also uses this cover also almost uses the same cover art as the original 1999 Masterpiece Collection VHS, which I have. And yep, I showed that in the Masterpiece Collection video. So yep, see here, yep. Here's the spine, you can see Mushu. And here's the back. It says, Mulan is a impressive achievement, ranking with Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King, said Roger Ebert. Yeah, Mulan, definitely a great movie. I love this one. Yep, tape, Inkwebo. Print date, November 30th, 2000. And yeah, so yeah, obviously a way to printing. But yeah, show you this real quick. It says, attention original Mulan video owners. Save $5 by mail when you buy the Gold Classic Collection Mulan video plush. Buy plus mail in proof of purchase tab from your original Mulan video. And receive $5 rebate by mail. And yep. And you have to put in your name, address, city, state, zip code, and yeah. And it expired on February 1st, 2001. So yeah, this thing cannot be used anymore. And I don't think, and at least to my knowledge, I don't think no one has ever written on any of these inserts. So, yeah. So anyway, so there you go with Mulan. Next up we got is Pinocchio. And yep, 2000 VHS of Pinocchio. Yep, THX certified, doesn't creep me out. I got this for my 18th birthday back in October 2022, so I have this tape for like 3 years now. And yet this cover art also uses this almost uses the same cover art as the 1999 60th Anniversary Edition VHS, which I have as well. And yep. So you see here, yep. And yeah, Pinocchio, great classic. So anyways, yep, see here, yep, here's the spine. You can see Pinocchio. And here's the back. One of the greatest American films of all time, said Joe Segal. It says, special 60th anniversary includes special program where behind the scene look at how Walt Disney created this legendary masterpiece. Which that's shown after the movie. And that was also on the 1999 VHS. So anyways, show you the tape now. And the tape, and something about this release is pretty interesting. I'll explain why. Yep, this copy here has the 2000 VHS. It's the Gold Classic Collection tape in there. But what I mean, how is this is an interesting release is because a lot of copies of the Gold Classic Collection VHS of Pinocchio, a lot of copies came with the 1999 VHS. The 1999 60th Anniversary Edition VHS inside. But yeah, I guess because they have like so many extra copies of that Wee-Wees that they, or maybe they needed to save money or something. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure what's the reason. So yeah, I don't know why there's a lot of copies of the Gold Classic Collection VHS of Pinocchio, because it had so many copies had the 1999 VHS in them. But I don't know. I'm not sure why that is. But anyways, yep, here's the tape with the ink label. This is a very rare copy, like I said. And the print date is December 3rd, 2001 and November 22nd, 2001. And yeah, and this has updated previews, obviously. This has previews for The Little Mermaid 2, The Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea. And there's also a preview for an extremely goofy movie. And then there are a few other previews. And then the THX logo, and then the film, and then the movie. And then after the movie is over, it has the making of. That was also on the 1999 VHS. So yeah, there you go with Pinocchio. Now, next tape we got is the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS of the Aristocats. And yep. And this time starting. So yeah, starting from Aristocats and onward and up. Starting with Aristocats and onward, they don't attempt to almost use the same cover art as the original VHS Wee-Wees. Like, yeah, they actually used new art. They actually made new artwork for this one, instead of using almost pretty much the same artwork as the 1996 Masterpiece Collection VHS. So, yep. And The Aristocats is a pretty good movie. I really like this movie, but I want to say it was one of my personal favorites, but I really enjoyed it. I still really like this movie. And I got this at Vintage Stock, or when it was called Movie Trading Company, back in June of 2020. So I had this tape for 5 years now. So yep, see here, yep, here's the spine. You can see Duchess. And here's the back. Blazing at the screens with tickling fun at Entertainment Today. And yeah, this is the same critic review that is on the 1996 VHS. So yep, show you the tape now. Oh no, yeah, forgot. It says special bonus features includes music appreciation booklet inside video. Make simple musical instruments at home, creating a family song. Discover how music adds to your child's development. Which, unfortunately, there's no booklet in there. I got this tape used, so it never came with it. So, yep, tape has a dark sticker label. You can easily see it. And the print date is March 11th, 2000. Yeah, this has previews for The Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea. And the Tigger movie. And also, I believe there's a preview for Toy Story 2 in there. And yeah. So yeah, and there are a few other previews, but I'm not gonna bother naming them all because it'll take too much time. But yeah. So anyways, there you go with the Aristocats. Now moving on, we got is the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS of The Fox and the Hound. And yep, I got this tape for Christmas back in 2019. So I had this tape for almost 6 years now. So yeah, and Fox and the Hound, I love this one. I love this one. I mean, it's sad, but it's still worth giving a try. It's still worth watching. So yep, see here. Yep, here's the spine. You can see Todd and Copper. And here's the back. It says, Superior Landmark Disney Film. Said Joe Siegel, Good Morning America. That was the same critic review that was on the original Black Diamond Classics VHS from '94. But anyways, special bonus features, booklet on friendship, inside video, fun lessons about friendship kids can learn from the movie. But unfortunately, there is no booklet inside. And believe it or not, when I first got this tape, it was actually sealed. Maybe it might have been resealed, but I don't know. So yeah, my copy never came with the booklet. So, anyways, here's the tape with a very dark sticker label. You can see it. And the print date is March 26, 2000. So yeah, there's previews for the home video and DVD release of The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. And also a preview for Discover Spot and Toy Story 2. And there were a few, and to name a few previews. So, yeah, so there you go with The Fox and the Hound. Now, next up we got is Saludos Amigos 2000 VHS. It says, a celebration of magic, music, and adventure. Yep, I got this tape for Christmas in 2018, the same time I got the Mulan. So yeah, I have this tape for almost 7 years now as well. So yep, see here, yep, here's the spine, you can see Goofy. And here's the back. No critic review, but it says, special bonus south of the border with Disney's travel crew and featuring Walt Disney and his team of animators exploring the wonders of Latin America, which that was shown after the movie. And Saludos Amigos is a pretty decent pretty decent film from the wartime era. I like it, but probably not one of my favorites though. But anyways, here's the tape, and has a dark sticker label, and the print date is March 28th, 2000. And I'll show you these real quick. Save $1 on energized batteries. Yeah, that's longest expired. And this little white And this white thing with nothing on it, but I guess a little security tag. But either way, I believe those things are useless. So, yeah. So yeah, and the previews on this tape is there's a preview for Toy Story, the home video and DVD release of The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, Toy Story 2, and Discover Spot, and also the Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection promo. And then after the movie is over, it has the Wonders of Latin America. So yeah. So anyway, so there you go with Saludos Amigos. Now next up we got is the Three Caballeros 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS. I got this for my 19th birthday back in October of 2023. So I have this tape for 2 years now. Yeah, this case is in really nice condition. So yep. And Three Caballeros, not a bad movie, but it's a pretty... I really enjoyed this film. I really enjoyed the Three Caballeros. Not one of my favorites, but I still like it. So yep. Here's the spine. You can see Donald Duck. And here's the back. It says a masterpiece. Said the Washington Post. That's the same critic review that was on the that was the same critic review that was on the Masterpiece collection from '94. So yep. It says special bonus features include Don Valton's of Yelf cartoon and Puerto cartoon. Yeah, that's kind of hard to pronounce, but yeah. Finish. Show you the tape now. Yep, tape, ink label, and it has a blue lid rather than the black lid. And the print date is a much later printing. It is March 27th, 2002. So yeah, but this still has the same master, the same content as the 2000 VHS. Because it has the Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection promo, preview for The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, and a preview for Toy Story 2, and then a preview for the Tigger movie. So, yeah. So there you go with the Three Caballeros. So next up we got is Make My Music 2000 VHS. I got this for my 15th birthday back in October 2019, so I had this tape for 6 years now. And I actually I once had another copy of this tape, but it got all worn out. So I got this so that's why I got this copy. So yep. Here's the spine. You can see the well here. You can see the well. And here's the back. Special bonus features 2 cartoons. Ben Concert starring Mickey Mouse and Barnyard Symphony. And yeah, Make My Music, probably it might be the weakest out of all the package features, but still not a bad movie. And yet, this is the only Disney animated film that has not yet been released to Disney Plus. So anyways, yep, tape, dark sticker label, and the print date is May 15th, 2000. This has previews for The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, and Toy Story 2, and a few others. And then after the movie is over, it has the 2 shorts. Now, next up we got is Melody Time 2000 VHS, which I got this as a B-weighted Christmas present back in 2023. What I mean by weighted, my dad was still in Florida around that time, and my grandma went back to Colorado to visit relatives. So, yeah, to visit family. So, yeah, I spent Christmas 2023 with my mom, and my grandma didn't came back until New Year's Eve, so, that year. So, yeah, I got this as a belated Christmas present. So, yeah, Melody Time, not a bad movie, but not one of my favorites, though. But anyways, yep, here's the spine. You can see Donald Duck. And here's the back. It says, "A Disney Delights," the Daily News. Same critic review that was on the Masterpiece Collection from 1998. So, yeah. Show you the tape now. Yep, tape in Quabo. And the print date is May 2nd. Yep, the print date is May 2nd, 2000. Show you this real quick. It says, "Attention, original owners of Melody Time video. Save $5 by mail when you buy Gold Classic Collection Melody Time video or DVD, plus mail in proof of purchase tab or upsee simple from your original Melody Time video." So, yeah. And receive $5 rebate by mail. But, yeah, that, I don't think no one has ever done this. And then it expires June 6, 2001. So, yeah, expired a long time ago. So, yeah, those things are not usable anymore. But it says, "Look for these Gold Classic Collection titles on video and DVD. Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland, Robin Hood, The Rescuers Down Under, Hercules, and A Bug's Life," which I have all of those. I'll show you those in a moment. Well, after the next 3. So, yeah. Now put this back, and I'm not going to bother explaining the previews on this tape because it's just going to be pretty much the same as the rest of them. So, anyways, next up we got is Pocahontas 2000 VHS. which I got this for Christmas in 2018. The same time I got Mulan, Gold Classic Collection, and Saludos Amigos. So yeah, I had this tape for almost 7 years now. So yeah, so yes, so you see here. Yep, here's the spine. You can see Pocahontas, and here's the back. It says Disney has done it again. Said Joe Siegel. Good Morning America. Same critic review that was on the original 1996 VHS from the Masterpiece Collection. Specials, bonus features, 2 music videos, Colors of the Wind, and If I Never Knew You as featured on the Pocahontas soundtrack. Fun with makes your booklet, which I actually got the booklet in this. I'll show you in a moment. In one moment. Yep, there it is. Yep, tape, Inkwabo. I didn't know. I want to say Inkwabo. Dark Stickawabo, rather. So yeah, tape, Dark Stickawabo. And the print date is April 27th, 2000. So printed 18 years before my dad got married to my stepmom. So, yeah. And I'll show you these inserts real quick. Yep, Fun with Nature booklet. Show you. It says, told you what titles are available on video and DVD. Well, it says Toy Story only available on DVD. It says Toy Story DVD not available because Toy Story didn't get released on DVD until the Toy Story 2 pack came out, which I do have that. As well as the 2005 10th Anniversary Edition DVD. But anyways, we're getting off topic. But yeah. Now, show you this real fast. Yep. Look for these Gold Classic Collection titles on video and Disney DVD. Make My Music, Melody Time, A Goofy Movie, and Fun and Fancy Free. Which both A Goofy Movie and Fun and Fancy Free are next. And got Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland, Robin Hood, The Rescuers Down Under, Hercules, and A Bug's Life. Which, those ones are up next. After the next 2. But anyway. If I can. Okay, it says, attention original owners of Pocahontas video. Hold on. Save $5 by mail when you buy Gold Classic Collection Pocahontas video or DVD plus mail in the proof of purchase or simple from your original Mulan. I mean, no, not Mulan. Your original Pocahontas video. Receive $5 rebate by mail. Yep. Yep. And that expired also on June 6, 2001. Yeah. Yep. Yep, energized batteries and yeah. And this useless white paper with nothing really on it. So, yeah. So yeah, there you go with Pocahontas. Okay, now next up we got is a Goofy movie. 2000 VHS. Yeah, got a Goofy movie. I got this for my 15th birthday back in 2019. For my 15th birthday. So, yep. Goofy movie, great movie. And also Pocahontas. I really enjoyed Pocahontas. Despite not many people like the movie, but I really enjoyed it. But anyways, back to this film. So, yep, spine again, you can see Goofy. And here's the back. 2 thumbs up, says Cisco and Ebert. Lots of fun, said the Boston Globe. I believe those are the same critic reviews that were on the original 95 VHS. Special bonus feature, calling all groups a hilarious cartoon. Hilarious. Very hilarious. I know, calling all groups a hilarious Goofy and Max cartoon. I believe that was the very first episode of the Goop Troop, I think. I could be wrong, though. Yep. Tape Inquable. Print date is February 7th, 2001. And January 25th, 2001. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother mentioning the previews at the opening anymore. Because, well, for the next few, that is. I know it's there something new, but yeah. Yeah, but after the movie is over, and for Pocahontas, it has the 2 music videos after the movie, but after the movie's over, it has a music video, and, which I forgot the name of the music video, and the I believe, the Calling All Goops, hilarious, the Calling All Goops short, or whatever, so, yeah. So anyway, so there you go with a Goofy movie. And a Goofy movie is an amazing movie, by the way. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Goofy movie a lot. Love it. But anyways, let's move on. Next we got is Fun and Fancy Free. And yep, I got this for Christmas in December of... I got this for Christmas in 2022. So yeah, I had this tape for almost 4 years. So yep, see here, here's the spine. You can see Mickey. And here's the back. Mickey was Walt. Walt was Mickey, said Frank Thomas, one of the original animators of the Disney Studios. Same critic review that was on the 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS. So yep, show you the tape. Yep, tape, Inquable. Print date is May 25th, 2000. And after the movies, yep, not much has changed. There's not really any previews. Well, there is previews, but I'm not going to mention them all because they're pretty much the same. But after the movie's over, it has, yeah, the behind the scenes of Fun and Fancy Free that was also on the 97 VHS, and also a preview for, and also the music video. So yeah, so anyway, so there you go with Fun and Fancy Free. And hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute, guys. My nose is kind of stuffy, so Winnie, take care of that real quick. Okay, I'm back, guys. I apologize. My nose is kind of stuffed, so I had to take care of that real quick. So, anyways, now I'm back. Without any further delay, let's continue. Now, next up we got is Alice in Wonderland, the Gold Classic Collection VHS. The Gold Classic Collection VHS. And yep, I got this tape from my grandma. I got this tape from my grandma back in June of 2023, so I had this tape for 2 years now. And I kind of did lie earlier. I mentioned that Toy Story, I kind of lied. I also kind of lied. Because earlier I mentioned Toy Story, Mulan, and Pinocchio. They almost used the same cover art as their other releases, but I also kind of, those are not the only ones, because Alice in Wonderland, they also kind of did the same with Alice in Wonderland, because this cover art was used for, almost uses the same cover art. Yeah, hold on. Rephrase. This cover art almost uses the same cover art as the 1999 Masterpiece Collection VHS of Alice in Wonderland, but the only difference is it has the Gold Classic Collection banner. So, yeah. So I made that. So yeah, my mistake. So yep. See here's the spine. You can see Alice. And here's the back. It says Spear, Charmy, Dwight. Charmy, Dwight. Spear, Charmy, Dwight. Charmy. Remarkable animation says Saturday with you. Special bonus feature Operation Wonderland featurette, which was shown after the movie. Show you the tape now. Yep, here's the tape and has an ink rainbow. And the print date is December 7th, 2001 and November 23rd, 2001. So yeah, Alice in Wonderland is a pretty good movie. I really like this. I really enjoyed Alice in Wonderland, but I want to say it's a favorite, but I still really like this movie. So yeah, there you go with Alice in Wonderland. Now next up we got is Robin Hood. Yeah, next we got is the 2000 VHS of Robin Hood. I got this at Vintage Stock, well, formerly called Movie Trading Company, I got this tape back in June of 2020. So I had this tape for 5 years now. And not to mention, this also almost uses the same cover art as the 1999 Masterpiece Collection VHS. But, except, has the Gold Classic Collection banner. So, yep. See here? Here's the spine. You can see Robin Hood. And here's the back. Special bonus feature. Olden Days cartoon starring Mickey Mouse. So, yeah. So, yep. It says, all the pride of all the Disney in Origin said daily variety. Sorry, I butchered that review, but yeah. But yeah, Robin Hood. I really enjoyed this film. I really like this film a lot. Yep, tape dark sticker label. And the print date is December 11th, 2001 and December 10th, 2001. So, yeah, so there you go with Robin Hood. Now, next up we got is Mary Poppins. The 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS of Mary Poppins. Yep. I got this tape at a flea market back in August of 2020, so I had this tape for 5 years now. And yep. It's the spine, you can see Mary Poppins, played by Julie Andrews. And here's the back. It says, share the eye, share delight to the eye, the ear, the sense, says Newsweek. I believe that's the same critic review that was on the 1994 Masterpiece Collection VHS. And special bonus feature, Hollywood goes to a world premiere featurette, which that's shown after the movie. And yeah, Mary Poppins is a great classic for 1964. And one minor note, happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke, because on Saturday, I should say happy belated 100th and birthday to Dick Van Dyke, because we all know Dick Van Dyke recently turned 100 years old. On December 13th. So yeah. So happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke. So yeah, we all know Dick Van Dyke played this character named Bert, the chimney sweep guy. So yeah. Again, like I said, happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke. So yeah. So anyways, we'll show you the tape now. Tape incredible. You can tell it's kind of off-center here. I don't know why that is. And the print date is May 16th, 2000. So yeah. So there you go with Mary Poppins. Now, next tape we got is Hercules. So, yep, next tape we got is Hercules, 2000 VHS. I got this tape at an estate sale back in June of 2020. So, had this tape for 5 years now. So, yep, here's the spine. You can see Hercules. And here's the back. It says the hippiest, most playful of them all. A hit of Olympic proportions says WCBS TV, New York City. And that was the same critic review that was on the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS. And special bonus feature, the making of Hercules. And not to mention, there's a music video also. A music video for Go the Distance. Which is like dubbed in a different language. So anyways, show you the tape. Yep, tape, Inquibo. Print date is June 25th, 2000. Apparently a lot of copies are printed in. Is it just me? But a lot of copies were printed in on June 25th, 2000. Maybe that's just me who's thinking that. But yeah. But anyways. Yeah, previous women kind of remain the same, but however, the only difference is there's actually a new preview, which is a preview for the home video and DVD release for Fantasia 2000. And I believe there's also a preview for 102 Dalmatians, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, so there you go with Hercules. And then also, after the movie's over, has the music video, Go the Distance, and the making of. So, yeah. So, there you go with Hercules. Now, finally, we got is The Rescuers Down Under. Well, not finally, I should say. But we still got a few more. But anyways, next we got is The Rescuers Down Under. 2000 VHS. I got this at Movie Trading Company back in back in August of 2020. So I had this tape for 5 years now. Tradition and old vision, all on the same bill, said Time. And that was the same critic review that was on the Black Diamond Classics VHS that from 91. So, yep. Special bonus feature, Annals of the Outback booklet, which... Did it came with it? No, it did not. It never did. It never did when I got it. But anyways, here's the tape, and it has an Inquibo. And the print date is June 2nd, 2000. So yeah, so there you go with The Rescuers Down Under. Now next we got is A Bug's Life. The 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS release of A Bug's Life. And my opinion on Hercules is a great movie, and A Bug's Life, The Rescuers Down Under is a great sequel, but not as good as the first one. But anyway, now moving on with A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life, I really love A Bug's Life. I love A Bug's Life. Life is my second favorite Pixar film, only behind Toy Story. So anyways, and I got this for my 14th birthday back in October of 2018. So I had this tape for 7 years now. So yep, here's the spine. You can see Flick, Dot, Heimlich, and Frances. And here's the back. No critic review. Special bonus feature. Cruise Jerry's Game short film from Pixar and 2 sets of hilarious outtakes as seen in theaters. And it even says not for individual sale. So yeah, and it says best animated short from 1997, which that's being Jerry's Game. So anyways, Here's the tape, and it has an ink label. And the print date is a much weighted printing. It is September 3rd, 2001. And yet this has previews for 102 Dalmatians, and a preview for Toy Story 2, I think, and The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, and Fantasia 2000. And Buzz Lightyear's Stork and Every Adventure Begins. And after the movie's over, it has the outtakes and the short film Jerry's Game. But on the 1999 VHS, the Jerry's Game short was shown before the movie. But on this tape, it was shown after. So yeah, so there you go with A Bug's Life. Now moving on, we got is Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World. And yep, I got this at Movie Trading Company, which is now vintage stock, back in January of 2021. So I had this tape for 4 years now. So yep, see, here's the spine. You can see Pocahontas. And here's the back. This fun-filled adventure adds a new chapter to Disney's classic story. Which I believe that's the same critic review that is on the 98 tape. And yep, it says, special bonus cartoon, Widow Hiawatha, which was shown after the movie. And Pocahontas 2, I didn't mind Pocahontas 2. I mean, not many people like it, but I didn't mind the sequel. Anyways, here's the tape, and it has a dark sticker label. And the print date is July 23rd, 2001. I mean, no, not July 23rd, 2001. I should say July 23rd, 2000. I apologize. And that's actually printed the same day when one of my cousins was born. Yeah, one of my cousins was born on July 23rd, 2000. So, yeah. So, anyways, there you go with Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World. Now, next up we got is the Black Cauldron. And yep, got this for my 18th birthday back in October 2018. Same time I got Pinocchio. So anyways, yep, Black Cauldron, one of the most underrated Disney films if you ask me. So yep, see here's the spine, you can see Tailwind. And here's the back. No critic review, though. But special bonus feature, Trick or Treat cartoon starring Donald Duck and his three mysterious nephews. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyways, show you the tape now. Tape, ink label. Print date is September 11th, 2000. Printed 1 year before the 9/11 attacks. Which is sad. Which is very sad. Yeah, 1 year later, 9/11 happened. But, yeah, so anyway, so there you go with the Black Cauldron. And this tape has new previews. It has previews for Airbud Warlord Pup, followed by a preview for, and also previews for Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Rory Polyoli's Christmas, and Winnie the Pooh Seasons of Giving. And there are a few other previews. But, I'm not going to name them all, though. But, yeah, so there you go with the Black Cauldron. Now, next up we got is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I got this for Christmas in 2022. Yeah, Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I really liked it. I really enjoyed this film. Spine, you can see Ichabod Flame. And here's the back. It says, son of the fanciest with all the Disney magics at the San Francisco Chronicle. That was one of the critic reviews that was on the 1999 VHS. From the Masterpiece Collection. Special bonus feature, Wilson Goat's cartoon. This pretty much opens the same way as the Black Cauldron VHS, I think. So yep, tape, Inkwabo. Print date is August 28th, 2000. So there you go with The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Now, finally we got is... I'm not the best to say finally. We got 4 more. Sorry. Well, next up we got is... Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Yep. I got this off of Amazon. I got this off of Amazon back in February of 2021. So, yep. Here's the spine. You can see Mickey. And here's the back. It says, a perfect Yolsing stocking stuffer. It says stock berries in Los Angeles Times. Syndicate. I cannot pronounce it. But yeah, it says, special bonus feature, Deck the Halls music video performed by She's Daisy. Available on Dee's Daisy Christmas album. Brand new year. I don't know anything about that group. But anyways, tape, Inkwabo. Print date is September 28th, 2000. And I'll show you this real quick. It says, attention, current owners of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I'm waiting to rephrase it. Attention, current owners of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, video or DVD. Save $5 by mail when you buy Gold Classic Collection Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas for video or DVD plus mail and mail-in proof of purchase. And receive $5 rebate by mail. Again, no one ever rolled on it. No one. I don't think anyone ever done it. See when that expired, shall we? Expired on October 31st, 2001. So yeah. So yep, can't be used anymore. And it says, look for these Gold Classic Collection titles on video and DVD. Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World, The Rescuers Down Under, and Sleeping Beauty, for whatever reason, didn't get released in the Gold Classic Collection line. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty, I guess, never made it. Yep. Save $1 instantly on any one eligible Gold Classic Collection video or DVD. Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World, The Fox and the Hound, or The Black Cauldron. So yeah, there you go with Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Now, 3 more titles. Next we got is Pete's Dragon, 2001 VHS. I got this for my 20th birthday back in last year. So yep, here's the spine. You can see Elliot. And here's the back. It says Enchanting Entertainment, said the Hollywood Reporter. I believe that is on the Scene Critic Review that is on the 1994 Masterpiece Collection VHS. I'm going to show you the tape. I'm going to make this quick because I just want to get this video done. So anyways, yep, tape, Inkwebo, blue lid, and much later printing. It is printed on February 6, 2003. But still has the same content as the 01 VHS printing. It has the same content from 01. Because I believe it has previews for Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure, and The Emperor's New Groove, and a few others. And a few other previews. And I believe there's a preview for The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, if I remember correctly. But anyways, Pete's Dragon, kind of a sad movie, but you can still get it a watch. And Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, in my opinion, is a great Christmas movie. So, anyways, when we move over here. Now, next up we got is The Sword in the Stone, 2001 VHS. Got this for Christmas in 2021. Here's the spine. You can see Arthur, aka Wart. And here's the back. No critic review. Special bonus features include fully restored original hilarious animated short Night for a Day starring Goofy and Music Magic, the Sherman Brothers, including the deleted song The Magic Key Never Before on video. So yeah. Show you the tape. Tape, Inkwebo. Print date, January 25th, 2001. Alright, that's The Sword in the Stone. Very underrated film. Now, finally, last but certainly not least, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. 30th Anniversary Edition. I got this at Movie Trading Company back in August of 2020. The same time I got The Rescuers Down Under. Whatever. But anyways, here's the spine. Forgot what his name is. And here's the back. It says, a thrilling, entertaining fantasy set well mounted the Disney films. I believe that's the same critic review that is on the Masterpiece Collection VHS. Maybe it was also on the Sorcerer Mickey VHS, but I could be wrong though. But yeah. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, although many people consider this to be a whip-off to Mary Poppins, but your guys are wrong. This isn't a whip-off to Mary Poppins. So yep, tape, Inkwebo. Print date is July 18th, 2001. This has previews for... I believe this has the same previews as Sword in the Stone and Pete's Dragon. And, yeah. And then after the movie is over, it has... After the movies has... never before seen featurette music magic, the Sherman Brothers behind the scenes with the Sherman Brothers, and the Wait Angela Lansbury and Scott McQueen. And yeah, that's shown after the movie. So, yeah. But anyways, that is it for my Disney VHS. That is it for my Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection 2025 edition. And stay tuned for my next segment of my Disney VHS collection, which will be, like I promised, the Walt Disney Sorcerer and Mickey titles. But until then, see you in the next video. Bye.